the University of South Alabama.
And I'm Amanda Williams, a second grade teacher at East Central Lower Elementary.
Today I'm going to be talking to Ms. Williams a little bit about project-based learning. How do you use project-based learning in your classroom?
The kids do a lot of projects in here, small, big, there's a variety. Every day there's a craft that they do, and they can work on it with partners, or they can do it by themselves, kind of their choice. But the project that they do daily, which is a craft, that's what it's called, it always correlates with whatever I'm teaching. So I believe they get very excited about projects, so I try to do something every day with them that's hands-on. Some big projects that we've done, we have done a garden in the past, where we're teaching the kids about life cycles, about animals, plants, everything you can find outside. And sometimes it's a success, and you're bringing home all types of vegetables and all kinds of great things, and sometimes it's not so great. But in the process, whether it's a failure or success, the kids are learning an abundance of material. Another good project that we've done is an election. Here at the school, we do a school-wide election usually. The kids actually get to go to a booth and they vote on certain things. Sometimes they're voting on the president if it's the presidential elections. Sometimes we're voting on our favorite foods, it just depends, but they get to experience the process of going through an election and what it takes and the thought process of what do you believe and why you should choose what you choose. Another good project that we've done is maybe creating volcanoes. We'll group the kids, and we have been doing a unit maybe on volcanoes. We talk about the different layers of a volcano, and we talk about just all kinds of variety of things about the volcano. And when we get the kids together, they get to decide how they want to build their volcano, and how they're going to get it to spew or whatever. And it's just, as I've taught each year, I've seen that the kids take pride in their projects and what they do. If you're doing it for them, they don't want to keep it. They don't want it. They don't care nothing about it. But if you let them do it and have the decision making, they love it. Some other things, in this class we do a book fair project. The kids are learning about the author, they're learning about the plot, the setting, all different types of literary things. And then each group gets to do a piece of the project. It could be the craft part, it could be the writing part, but just they have a different piece. And we usually win something, and they get very excited about that. And I feel like that teaches them the process of writing, teaches them about books, it teaches them a variety of things. So that's another great project that we do in here. And just this week we had Drug-Free Week. Hence the camo, we're fighting against drugs. And yesterday, this was spur of the moment, we gathered them up and I put them in groups, and I told them they had to plan out a poster, and they came up with some really great things. And then they created their poster with the materials we had in the classroom. Some of them had wine bottles with the cross out no drugs, and some of them had cigarettes, and some of them actually knew what drugs were, and they had them crossed out, and it really, really, really was cute. And they all had different ideas, and they all worked together really well, and they couldn't wait to carry them out to our pep rally and show everybody what they had worked on. They took a lot of pride in what they had done. Another project that we usually do is Layers of the Earth, and they like that project. We will study the layers of the earth for a week or two, and then at the end of our unit, they'll come together, and usually it's Play-Doh or something of that matter, and we'll talk about how they could put it together. And they come up with the idea of putting it in layers, and that when you cut it, you can see the different layers. They come up with the idea, and so they really understand that the earth has layers because they're actually putting the layers together. So those are just a few of our larger projects. But I think it doesn't have to be a big project, because in a classroom you can't always do a big project, and especially if you're by yourself that day, you don't have an assistant or something, it's hard to get those things together. It's also it costs a lot of money, so a lot of times we do little things at our table, and it could be just 2 or 3 kids working together on their work. It could be that I ask them to look at their partner and tell them what they're thinking or feeling about this story, or what do you think is going to happen next, and then the partner responds. To me, that's project based also, because they're thinking and they're doing it out loud and they're hands on, you know.
So do you think that using projects like that is more effective than doing just like tests and worksheets and things like that?
I definitely think you need both. I think you need a variety in your classroom for sure. I think the kids get excited about the projects. I think they learn more when it's hands-on and they've created it. I think they take pride in everything they do when it's, you know, when they do it. So yeah, I think it's best to do projects, but can they always do projects? No.
Do you think that the collaboration in the projects is really important? You know, like them talking to their other students and them hearing it from the other students rather than hearing it from you all the time? Because I know that like some students understand things better than other students, things like that.
Definitely. A lot of the times in my classroom when a child is not understanding something from me, I will put another child with them because they understand each other a lot better. But in real life, you have to work with people, right? Every day you work, I mean, no matter what job you have to work with other people. So yeah, they're learning life skills. So yeah, definitely working with other people is very important. The collaboration is probably the most important thing. They're going to learn what they need, but the collaboration is what's going to help them in real life.
Right, exactly. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.